You remember where you was? All right, let's go.
But yeah, like around that time, you know what I'm saying, I used to be recording with my homeboy E Slim, you know what I'm saying? He stay on Orange Street. And he used to be, you know what I'm saying, making beats and stuff. And I think them boys had like a little music group. I think they were called Crip, if I ain't mistaken. But like me and E Slim used to have a music group called Crip. And the thing was, it was like them boys used to make music. So I'm like, well shit, them boys make music. I'm finna make music too.
Yeah.
So what I was doing, you know what I'm saying, I was to the point to where I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Well, let me get in the booth myself. So I used to hit my homeboy up and tell him, hey man, I wanna make music. So my homeboy hit me up and he'll tell me like, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, I got a beat for you. So he hit me up and let me know, like, I got a beat for you, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? And why he got a beat for me, this nigga he lived with his pops, you know what I'm saying? And so he got his whole studio. I ain't know nothing about no studio equipment. Only he knew about it. So when he was like, you know what I'm saying, basically saying like, yeah, Montana, I was going by Easy Montana then, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going by Frank Montana then. When I first started out, I started out by Easy Montana. And when I first came out with E Slim, he made a crazy ass beat. And so when he made the beat, man, all I can remember is my hook was crazy and I was young, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was like 18. So I remember my hook and he made a beat and I made a hook to it. And then my stupid ass was like, shawty ride a nigga dick sometime, ride a nigga dick sometime, ride a nigga dick sometime. Yeah, I can tell you what's on the real nigga mind. And I'm like, damn. So I just kept going. I come up with hooks. So the music, the music was there. It was just like, as I got older, you know what I'm saying? It was like I had to really I really finesse it, you know what I'm saying? It was like I had to create my craft on the way it was gonna fit my image. So back then, you know what I'm saying, like I said, it wasn't a lot of people that was doing music. It was some people that was doing music, but it wasn't a lot. And coming up in a small town, you know what I'm saying, like small town in Statesboro, you know what I'm saying, like it's like when you dealing with trying to come up in music, you really gotta get from around, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't make it here, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to, like Statesboro ain't the area, like you can think you can blow up, but you're not gonna blow up in that area. So in my mind frame as I was younger, I'm thinking like, damn, I'm finna blow up right here, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't to the point to where like, well damn, I could blow it right here and then like, damn, nigga, I'm almost 40 and I'm still right here. And you know what I'm saying? So it was like then I'm thinking like, it's get in the booth, make the music, and I'm finna blow up tomorrow. That's what the fuck my mind frame on. But it wasn't like that. You had to learn the outs and ends of it. You got to learn the networking skills. You got to learn who you is, creating your image of you. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people wouldn't understand, you know what I'm saying, like how long of a journey that you have to go to get where you got to go.
Yeah, exactly, man. It ain't as easy as you think it is to blow up as an artist.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. You know?
It take a lot. And see, I was young then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking, go in the studio, I could make a goddamn track, you know what I'm saying, right then and there, and then I blow up, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you wouldn't understand, like, how much money that it'll take behind it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you take money behind it, and what you're doing is you putting the money behind yourself. You're not investing in yourself, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go nowhere. But back then, I didn't know that shit. I was fucking 16, 17, 18, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm finna drop this motherfucking hit and then boom, shit, I'm finna blow up, you know what I'm saying? But that shit wasn't nothing like that.
Yeah. All right. Now, when did you start taking it real serious? When is the time when you was like, I'm gonna take the music serious?
I'll say I started taking the music real serious after my grandma died. My grandma died in probably like, that had to be probably like in 2000, it had to be like 2008, around that range. And it was like after I was dealing with E Slim, what I used to do was I used to make my music. You know what I'm saying? I make my music, and what I used to do was I used to walk around town. I used to go to the Dollar General. I remember this shit. I used to go to the Dollar General and buy the CDs. You know what I'm saying? Then when the CD was out, I'd go to the Dollar General, buy the CDs. You know what I'm saying? And everything that I had on recorded with E Slim, I used to walk the E Slim house every day. You know what I'm saying? All the way from off of Miller Street to Orange Street, and that's a long way. You know what I'm saying? So I used to walk all the way from Miller Street to Orange Street, and Orange Street was almost way on the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? Like going on the other side of town or Cone Homes. So I walk from Miller Street Extension all the way to Orange Street just to get the crib. You know what I'm saying? And just to make the music. I probably made like 5 songs. You know what I'm saying? And made like 5 songs, and I started putting that shit. Go to the Dollar General. I used to walk to the Dollar General, and that's when they'll sell the CD, had the little CDs in the pack. I get the CDs in the pack for probably like 100. You know what I'm saying? 100 in the pack. And I used to be chilling. We used to be chilling with my baby mama and fuck around and be up all night burning the CDs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And burning CDs, spending the money that I was getting on the CDs and fuck around, and I'll walk around town. You know what I'm saying? Just handing the CDs out. Done wrote my name on it with a motherfucking permanent marker and shit like that. And just handing those shits out. So I fucked around, and I remember when I walked to I was walking around across town, and you know what I'm saying, it was Blitz Street then, but it's MLK now, but it was Blitz Street then. So I was walking around everywhere, you know what I'm saying, and fucked around and went to Master Den. The barbershop was Master Den, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I walked over there, you know what I'm saying, and I was handing out my CDs, you know what I'm saying? I was telling folks like, hey, you want to purchase my CD or give me a donation like $5. So basically I was on some Master P shit, out the trunk shit, but I was walking around. So I was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? So I went to Master Den, and I ran into this dude, 40 Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew 40 when I was growing up. So it was just like ran into him, and 40 was just like basically like, hey, I see what you got going on. I respect your hustle, you know what I'm saying? So he was like basically like, I got a little label that I'm trying to build up. It's called For Life. So I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? He was like, want to get down? He was like, you can get down. So I was like, fuck it. So then, you know what I'm saying, that's when my whole music career, being in the music career, you know what I'm saying, my whole life changed, because it made me take it more serious, because it made me feel like somebody else believed in me, you know what I'm saying? So got up with 40 Joe, and fucked around, got up with 40 Joe, and when I got up with him, I can remember this shit like it's a day, you know what I'm saying? Got up with him, and shit, he took me on Broad Street, and he helped me meet Bounce, you know what I'm saying? Big Travis, he helped me beat Big Bounce. So Bounce was making beats, you know what I'm saying? So they left me in the studio by myself, and not knowing, you know what I'm saying, like even 40 Joe had me, you know what I'm saying, in his shit,
Yeah.
in the For Life Entertainment, not knowing that it was like 7 or 8 other motherfuckers in this motherfucker that was really, really rapping. You know what I'm saying? These niggas were really rapping like lyrical. You know what I'm saying? So like my music, it wasn't like lyrical. It was like I was just gonna come how I felt. I was just gonna come how I feel. So one day 40 Joe had me in there with Bounce. And you know what I'm saying? 40 Joe was like basically, you know what I'm saying, like he took me up under his wing, you know what I'm saying? So he'll basically like my talent, you know what I'm saying? This Travis, you know what I'm saying, this Big Bounce, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna leave you here. So whoop. It went from there. And Bounce was like, I'm finna run through a couple of beats. And he was like, I'm finna run through a couple of beats, and if you like what you like, you just let me know what you like. So I'm like, cool, you know what I'm saying? So he started fumbling through beats, and then all I heard a beat, and the beat was like, so in my head, like that was the first time I ever like sat down and wrote down some shit. So like, so when I heard the beat, and so you know what I'm saying, like I already knew like 40 Joe was paying for my studio time at the point of time. So I was like, man, I got to hear up and goddamn write something down. So you know what I'm saying, let me go ahead and put everything together. So I kept listening to the Bounce beat, you know what I'm saying? And so when I was listening to it, I was like, damn. So I was like, my hook came in. And when my hook came in my head, I started writing it down. So my hook was like, holy guacamole, holy guacamole, holy guacamole, money act like he ain't know me. Holy guacamole, holy guacamole, holy guacamole, money act like he ain't know me. And I kept saying to myself, then I kept writing. Then when I kept writing, and see, this was the time like, you know what I'm saying, that's this time when they had that futuristic swag, you know what I'm saying? Niggas wearing motherfucking mohawks and shit, you know what I'm saying? The futuristic shit going on. Soulja Boy was hot, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it was like I was trying to catch the wave of the music that was going on that I was hearing. So it was like, well, make some music that can catch the wave of, you know what I'm saying, if I had to goddamn do some shit when I go to Atlanta. So the thing was, I just knew that, you know what I'm saying, what I had going on and trying to figure it out. And so trying to figure myself out and put myself into the shoes of being in the industry. So like after I made the hook of Holy Guacamole, then I went through that motherfucker and I kept repeating it, holy guacamole, holy guacamole, money act like he ain't know me. And then I came with my lyrics. And then my lyrics started coming around right now. It was like, Peach Tree Swear, Futuristic Shorty, Life for the Party, Def Jam Shorty, Martin Luther King, Blitzkrieg Shorty. And when I said Martin Luther King, Blitzkrieg Shorty, it was like Martin Luther King they just had unchanged Blitzkrieg into Martin Luther King. Yeah. So Martin Luther King, Shorty, life for the party, time to crank up the party. 750 on the chain, 500 on the wrist. Goddamn, why I got them buckets shine like this? Popping my Chris, blowing kush smoke. If you leave it in his hand, Shorty might gon' fold it. Holy guacamole, holy guacamole. And I went from there. You know what I'm saying? And it made me go farther than what I even went. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing was, like, I knew the song was that song cause everybody kept telling me. Yeah. So like 40 Joe saw us around, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know what I'm saying, like my cousin Hot Rod McFly, I remember, you know what I'm saying, that day too. And my other kinfolk, you know what I'm saying, Hotter, all them boys. I'm talking about these niggas is lyricists, like they lyricists, but like it was like they was spitting lyrics, but like when I dropped my shit, that shit was like trash to my shit. Yeah. Compared to my shit, cause my shit was like the wave. You know what I'm saying? While they was spitting lyrics, my shit was the wave what was going on then at that point in time. So my shit I kept promoting the shit, kept promoting the shit, kept promoting the shit. You know what I'm saying? This is when MySpace and shit was going on. So I kept promoting the shit. And this was right before Facebook came about. I kept promoting shit, kept promoting my shit. And then I remember like it's the day, shit, this was like rec time. It was like rec time Bunky. I call him Bunky, but Jeremy Mincy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of folks don't know him as Bunky, but Jeremy Mincy. You know what I'm saying? He just had got signed, you know what I'm saying? He just had got signed to the NFL, so he used to do some real big shit in Statesboro, you know what I'm saying? Bring a goddamn whole little motherfucking little venue to the park. So I used to work to a car wash, even though, you know what I'm saying, I still was trying to pursue my music career. So Bunky rolled up, and Bunky was like, hey, man, I heard that song. I like, can I perform it at your venue? You know what I'm saying, that you having? He said, man, I like that motherfucker so much, bro. He said, come on. So I was like, fuck it. So shit, I remember he had the venue, you know what I'm saying? He had the venue goddamn on Greater Street Park. And he had a venue. And the crazy thing was, I didn't know people were feeling the song, how they felt the song. I didn't know it until when I got up there, and you know what I'm saying, I'm like 19, you know what I'm saying? I didn't feel the energy until I got up there performing it. And when I got up there performing it, man, it was so many kids. I just remember so many kids. That's when they had Flight Squad and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause Bounce was over Flight Squad. Yeah. They had Flight Squad. Man, I remember Flight Squad running up, and once Flight Squad came running up to me, man, all the other little kids came running up to me. But they knew the song. Yeah. Cause the song was catchy. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, to me, it was like, it was the song, but to me, it wasn't that song. You know what I'm saying? I felt like the song was corny. Yeah. But it was the song. You know what I'm saying? So everybody like, to this day, everybody be like, bro, you should took off with that holy guacamole. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I had holy guacamole and shit, so I fuck around, and the craziest thing is I fuck around and